The non-renewable 6-year term for commissioners at the National Land Commission ends on Tuesday. This coming at a time when the commission is embroiled in the multi-million shilling controversial land compensation debate involving the standard gauge railway. At the center of the stalemate is its chairman, Professor Mohamud Swazuri, who is accused of authorizing suspicious payments and pocketing millions of shillings in kickbacks. Chamutai Guin spoke to a land economist to review the term of the Swazuri-led team.
Over 50 years after Kenya's independence, land remains an emotive subject and a source of endless conflict. When the National Land Commission came into office, it was expected to clean up governance of land matters. Mwenda Makathemo, a land economist, says the commission has brought about more confusion.
And even if they had any clue, they lacked the vision and the acumen to run a commission of that stature.
Soon after taking office, Entaf was pitting the Ministry of Lands, then under Charity Ngilu, against the NLC kicked off. The feud crippling the operations of the commission for over a year. Then came in Jacob Kaimenyi, and things were not any better. A situation that forced the president to place the ministry under then Education CS Fred Matiang'i to bring sanity to the troubled ministry. The turf was then shifted, and now the battleground is even closer home.
They spent the first 2 years taking the ministry to court of a mandate. Then now they are spending their last year taking each other to court. Something must be terribly wrong.
The focus now is on Chairman Mohamud Swazuri, who is facing charges of conspiracy to defraud the government in the land compensation debacle. He is alleged to have dipped his fingers in the cookie jar regarding the Roraka land saga and the standard gauge railway compensation, more complaints having been lodged at the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission.
We are dealing with so many competing interests that it is hardly possible for you.
Getting interest from who?
Very many people.
Over its 6-year term, the Commission was expected to create an inventory of public land and specify public, communal and private land, investigate public land allocated to private entities and revoke the titles, investigate historical injustices, review the national land policy, among others.
They were meant to be advising government on a national titling program. The most they did is go to court to have titles that were issued declared null and void. But where was their advisory? I mean, they have failed the country.
The National Assembly Lands Committee is expected to review the Commission's exit report once it's presented. These as they called on President Uhuru Kenyatta to hasten the process of recruiting a selection panel to vet new commissioners.
For sure, the next commission has so much work to do. It has a lot of work to do.
The current Lands Committee will be proposing amendments to the NLC Act to counter proposals made by a similar committee in the 11th Parliament, which required that NLC commissioners only be recruited once the old ones leave office. The committee, fearing that the vacuum left behind by those who will have left office will be abused. Chamutai Guin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.